Well, we're live on the She Rocks red carpet, and I'm here with Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's. Hi, Belinda.
Hey, John, how are you?
I'm good, and you're coming to us via satellite, I guess, all the way from Bangkok, so thanks for joining us.
Yes, I'm a long way away from from LA, but thank you. Thank you for having me. The time difference is, we're a day ahead of you for 15 hours. So
That's amazing. Can you give us any lotto numbers or anything?
I know, God.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work that way, huh?
No.
Play these for me, right? Yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
Exactly.
That's my big
Exactly.
joke. Anyway, it's so great to see you, and we're really excited to have the Go-Go's being honored this year, which is amazing because you've had quite an amazing year,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yes. Between the documentary and this, and the reception for the documentary it's been really amazing that the Go-Go's are being recognized, with the She Rocks Awards and yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty incredible year, despite, the world being on lockdown. It's been great.
Of course. What does it mean? Why is it important for, an award show that specifically calls out women in the industry?
Well, I mean, it's been known as an industry that's been run by men, and I think that generally, and things are changing for the better. That women have, it's been tougher for women to be recognized in the world of rock and roll and pop and like I said in the documentary, we were going to succeed despite the fact that the industry was run by men, and we succeeded. So it is possible. Things are changing, and it's great. I mean, girl power.
But can you believe we're still having this conversation how many years later? Like 40 years later, that we're still having
No.
that same. Yeah.
No, I can't. But there's a lot of things changing now, and for the better, I believe. We're in a tumultuous period in time now, in a lot of different ways, and I think that having this conversation, yeah, but it is changing. So, and that's a good thing.
For sure. Did you when you were making music and when you were starting and when things really burst open, I know it happened quickly because it seemed to happen quickly, right? Like a blast.
Yes.
But
yes.
Many years later, do you even? I've listened. I know you. I've been around you, and I still don't believe that you all understand the impact that you've had.
No, it's weird because at the time we were just doing our, making music and having a blast, and that was the most important thing, is to have fun, and it was really fun back then. And we just kind of we were so caught up in it. We didn't really think about what we were doing and what kind of impact. We didn't really consider ourselves feminists in like the strictest, sense of the word. But we thought, we can do anything we want. I mean, we want to be rock stars. And so we worked towards it. I think we were mini manifestors. I always like to call us that, because we were really, really focused on that, to want to have our music heard by everybody. So, in the course of, we formed at 78, 3 years is nothing in the scope of things, to go from 0 to 100 to being the biggest band in America for 5 minutes. So, I mean, when I see it in retrospect and seeing it like in the documentary format, I can't even believe that's me, and that I did all that, to be honest. And it kind of brought home what extraordinary lives we've all had, and the impact that we've had. We didn't ever think in terms of like, we're going to have impact in whatever we do. It's just now in retrospect and seeing what we've done against all odds, it is a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think, you know, I mean, knowing you and knowing what a spiritual individual you are, which I know that of you,
Mhm.
don't you think that there was some force that was bringing all of you together to kind of somehow make some kind of a change in the world?
I think yes, absolutely. There's of course talent, natural talent in the band, and you have to have good songs, of course. But it's more than just songs. It's the combination of five people, and I think that there is an element of fate and destiny. And when you think about it, we had no idea what we were doing. We had no idea how to even plug a guitar into an amplifier. So to go from that to 3 years later to being the most famous band in America, and on our terms, and we never ever we kept our integrity, and we were really really authentic. We were ourselves, and to be able to do that, it's a pretty amazing thing. So I think, you have to have natural talent, but there has to be what's going on in the world, what's going on in music, fate, destiny. There's a lot of different elements that come into it. But I do think what we were up against from the beginning and how it happened, that it was kind of one of those things that was meant to be. I don't think that there's no such thing as a coincidence. So I think it was one of those things that was meant to happen for whatever reason. And I do think that there are karmic ties in the band, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm meant to work out with all this, because it is a strange, complicated relationship that we have with each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Great,
you
it's
know,
great too. Yeah.
yeah, and it is. I mean, speaking as someone that's been inside, it is a sisterhood that is really fun to be around because just your sense of humor with each other, it's
Yeah.
really fun. It's very
It's
engaging and like,
funny. Yeah.
it's fun, you know. It's a good time, and like just the things that you laugh at and the way that you are with each other. It's wonderful to see, you know.
Yeah,
Besides-
it's really unique. It's really unique, and we almost have our own language.
yes,
It's like a yeah. It's an amazing. It's amazing to be able to have the experience of a relationship like that that's lasted so long, and there's a lot of love between us.
yes. And the one thing I'll say too, also that I think is interesting, is that in a world now where many female artists are sort of under the attack of, you know, predators, you guys were sort of the ultimate girl gang that nobody really messed with, you know?
No, no, no. We didn't. I think that we put out. I think we scared men off, to be perfectly honest. And the Go-Go's, as Charlotte says, is like a five-headed monster. It's pretty intimidating to be in the room. And then like men were like, no, and we were really, really, we were tough, and we weren't going to be pushed around, and we remained really true to who we were. And I think that as the Go-Go's, I mean, I've had, things said to me over the years, suggestive things from music executives, but as Go-Go's on mass, no way. Men won't, no.
They're scared
It
of you
can't
guys.
happen. Yeah, it's too scary.
I've
It's too
watched
scary.
roadies crumble and like people run away.
Yeah, it's too scary. I mean, yeah. Hell hath no fury. Hell hath, what is that saying?
Hell hath no
Hell
fury like a
hath
woman
no
scorned, but
fury. Yeah, like a Go-Go scorn.
there you
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
well, I think that's, you know what, to me it's wonderful. I love it. Being a man of ruled by a mother and a sister, you know. So I always have the most respect for, and I just to see you guys work together is such a pleasure for me, and I just want to congratulate you on the award. So
Oh, thank you so much. It's so, honestly, I don't think we've ever received an award before. I can't remember ever receiving an award so I mean, it's amazing, and it's really wonderful to be recognized, and to have the work that we've done be recognized. It's wonderful.
yes, It also is also nice to equally just to know that like that your colleagues, respect you so much and care for you so much. Like, because, the girls were all in together and they were laughing and talking about, and of course your hours made it difficult to get you in on the same times.
Yeah.
But just, the respect that everyone has for what everyone contributed is really nice to see. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's unique in that way. It's the combination of people that make the Go-Go's work. You can't really replicate it with any other people. It's a really unique group of people, and yeah, we do appreciate each other's role now. I mean, we might not have done that in the beginning, but now we do.
No, for sure. We'll just do the last thing. Tell me just about for yourself what you felt you learned about yourself in 2020.
Oh, God. Well, I've learned the importance of family and friends, and I learned the importance of, oh, God.
You can start.
I've used this time really I've used this time really wisely. I've been taking, Thai lessons. I've been going back to art school and art classes. So, I've simplified my life quite a bit. It's enforced simplification, which is fine. It's great. I realized what an amazing life that we've had, as a band, and I realized the importance of music, which none of us have been able to make this year. Really, I mean, you can do things virtually, but, performing virtually is not the same as live music, really. But I think the most important thing for me is not taking friends and family for granted. That's my big thing. And although we love being here, it is really far away. And it's taught me that too. It's because the world was so small at one time, and now it's not so small anymore. So.
Yeah. I know you miss your son. So.
I do. Really bad. Yeah, really bad.
I know, and he misses you too.
Yeah, I know.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Be together again, and I'm happy you have Morgan there with you, and
Yes. No, it's great. I miss my friends and family, and I realize the importance that really life is about friends and family. It really is.
Yeah, it is. Well, listen, you've carved out a wonderful life for yourself, and
yes.
Through a lot of hard work and perseverance, certainly. But
yes,
you're always fun to be around. I always enjoy you, and I just want to congratulate you,
John.
Girls.
Thank you, John, and it's so nice to talk to you and see you.
I know it's always good to see you. And you look, I don't know what you're drinking over there, but I'll have like a couple of gallons sent back to you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I mean, it is a nice life here.
And also, I know that you're also a very grounded person. And I think that doing those things like the painting and stuff, I think people really need to tune into your Instagram because some of your work is really great. I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you. No, I love it. I have like 3 going. I go to classes 2 or 3 times a week. And I just, it's really, I used to draw. So I do have a little bit of, I can do it, but painting and oils is a whole other thing. And it's just been so much fun. So I've used my time wisely. I can say that I've learned 2 new things, which is, a great thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go. Congratulations.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
It's so good to see you. I'm so glad to see you. And I'm glad you're happy and you're well. And,
and you too.
I hope we have the summer. I really do. I hope that the summer happens still. Who knows? But we'll be optimistic.
Who knows? Yeah, I like to think so. I'll tell you when it comes back, people are going to go nuts. Okay. When music and everything comes back, it's going to be like the Roaring 20s. Like they said after the Spanish flu, they had the Roaring 20s. So it's going to be kind of crazy. I think people are just busting for music and fun again. It's like no fun.
Right.
no fun zone.
Right.
But here, here it's okay. But
Okay.
yeah, it is
Good.
what it is.
All right. Well, you
So, ah,
thanks, Belinda.